The Israeli Navy, known formally as the Chil Hayam, operates one of the most technologically advanced and combat-experienced maritime forces in the entire world today. With a total coastline of approximately 273 kilometers along the Mediterranean Sea and 12 kilometers along the Red Sea at the Gulf of Aqaba, Israel's geographic naval exposure is relatively limited. Yet the threats emerging from those waters are anything but limited. The Israeli Navy currently operates around 65 vessels of various classifications, including corvettes, missile boats, submarines, and support craft, maintained at exceptionally high readiness levels that most comparable navies simply cannot sustain consistently over extended periods. What makes this force genuinely remarkable is not its size. By global standards, it remains a medium-sized coastal navy, but rather the extraordinary concentration of advanced technology, proven weapon systems, and real combat experience packed into every single vessel operating under the Israeli flag. Israel spends approximately 5.3% of its GDP on defense annually, and a significant portion of that investment flows directly into naval modernization programs that have produced warships carrying weapon systems and sensor suites comparable to vessels 3 or 4 times their displacement operated by the world's largest naval powers. The Eastern Mediterranean has become one of the most contested maritime regions on the planet, with Russian naval assets operating from Syrian ports, Iranian weapons flowing to Hezbollah through sea routes, Houthi forces threatening Red Sea shipping lanes, and massive offshore gas fields requiring permanent protection. And the Israeli Navy stands at the center of every one of these challenges simultaneously, equipped and trained to address all of them with the same force and precision that has defined Israeli military operations for over 7 decades. The Israeli Navy is organized into 3 primary operational flotillas, each responsible for distinct mission sets and geographic areas of responsibility within Israel's overall maritime defense framework. The first flotilla operates the submarine force from its base in Haifa. The second flotilla manages missile boats and corvettes. And the 9th flotilla handles commando and special operations maritime units, including the elite Shayetet 13 Naval Commando Unit. The Navy maintains 2 principal bases, Haifa on the Mediterranean coast and Eilat on the Red Sea, with additional forward operating facilities distributed along the coastline. Total personnel strength stands at approximately 9,500 active duty sailors, including roughly 2,500 career professionals, and the remainder serving under Israel's mandatory conscription system, with women fully integrated into most naval roles, including combat vessel crews since 2000. The Sa'ar 4 and Sa'ar 4.5 class missile boats represent the older generation of Israeli surface combatants, displacing between 415 and 415 and 488 tons, respectively, and measuring approximately 58 meters in length. These vessels were constructed during the 1970s and 1980s at Israeli shipyards in Haifa, making them among the few warship classes in the world designed and built entirely within the operating nation's own industrial facilities. Each Sa'ar 4.5 vessel carries 8 Gabriel III anti-ship missiles with a range of 36 kilometers, 4 Harpoon anti-ship missiles extending strike range to 130 kilometers, and a Phalanx close-in weapon system providing last-line air defense at ranges up to 1.5 kilometers. Maximum speed reaches 31 knots, and operational range extends to approximately 4,000 kilometers, providing meaningful patrol endurance across Israeli maritime zones despite their relatively compact dimensions. 3 Sa'ar 5 class corvettes currently serve as the intermediate tier of Israeli surface naval power, each vessel displacing 1,275 tons fully loaded and measuring 85.6 meters in length with a beam of 11.9 meters. Built by Northrop Grumman Ship Systems in Pascagoula, Mississippi between 1993 and 1994 at a unit cost of approximately $260 million each. These vessels introduced capabilities to the Israeli Navy that fundamentally changed its operational scope. Each Sa'ar 5 carries 8 Harpoon anti-ship missiles, 64 cell Barak, 1 vertical launch air defense missiles, 2 triple torpedo tubes firing the Mark 46 lightweight torpedo, a 76 mm OTO Mullera main gun, and provisions for 1 Seahawk naval helicopter. Maximum speed reaches 33 knots, crew complement stands at 74 personnel, and onboard combat management systems integrate all sensors and weapons into a single unified operational picture. The 4 SAR-6 class corvettes currently represent the most capable surface warships ever operated by the Israeli Navy, each displacing approximately 1,900 tons and measuring 89.1 meters in length, with a beam of 13.5 meters, constructed by Thyssen-Krupp Marine Systems in Kiel, Germany between 2015 and 2019 at a total program cost exceeding $480 million. These vessels were subsequently equipped with Israeli weapons and electronic systems following delivery to Haifa. Each SAR-6 carries the Sea Dome naval variant of the Iron Dome air defense system capable of intercepting rockets and short-range missiles, the Barak, 8 long-range surface-to-air missile system with a 70-kilometer engagement range, Gabriel V anti-ship missiles, a 76 mm main gun, torpedo systems, and advanced active electronically scanned array radar. Maximum speed reaches 28 knots with a crew of approximately 75 personnel. Israel operates 6 Dolphin-class submarines, divided into 2 distinct variants, 3 original Dolphin I vessels, and 3 improved Dolphin II vessels featuring enhanced capabilities across multiple performance categories. The Dolphin I submarines displace 1,640 tons, submerged and measure 57.3 meters in length, while the Dolphin II variant displaces 1,900 tons, submerged and measures 68 meters in length. Both variants were constructed by Thyssen-Krupp Marine Systems in Germany, with Germany financing a substantial portion of the total acquisition cost, estimated at approximately $500 million per vessel for the later Dolphin T units. Each submarine carries 10 torpedo tubes, 6 standard 533 mm tubes and 4 wider, 650 mm tubes with air-independent propulsion systems on the Dolphin II variant, providing underwater endurance of approximately 2 weeks without surfacing, representing a dramatic operational improvement over conventional diesel-electric submarines requiring more frequent snorkeling. The Gabriel anti-ship missile, developed by Israel Aerospace Industries and first deployed operationally in 1970, exists in 5 successive generations, with performance improving dramatically across each iteration. The current Gabriel V variant carries a 240-kilogram warhead, reaches speeds of Mach 0.85, and engages targets at ranges exceeding 400 kilometers using an advanced active radar seeker combined with infrared terminal guidance. The American Daesh-supplied Harpoon missile carried aboard Israeli surface vessels weighs 691 kilograms, travels at Mach 0.85, and delivers a 221-kilogram penetrating blast warhead to targets 130 kilometers distant using active radar homing. The Barak, 8 long-range air defense missile reaches speeds of Mach 2, engages aerial threats between 0.5 and 70 kilometers range, and carries a 60-kilogram proximity-fused warhead guided by an active radar seeker, providing genuine beyond visual range interception capability against aircraft, helicopters, anti-ship missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles. Israeli warships operate among the most sophisticated electronic warfare and sensor packages found aboard vessels of their displacement class anywhere in the world, reflecting Israel's long-standing priority of achieving information superiority over potential adversaries before kinetic engagements begin. The L/M 2258 LPA active electronically scanned array radar fitted to SAR-6 Corvette simultaneously tracks over 1,000 targets at ranges exceeding 250 kilometers while providing fire control quality data to multiple weapon systems concurrently. The IAI/ELTA-L/M221 fire control radar provides precise targeting for the 76 mm gun and close-in weapon systems. Electronic warfare suites including the Alizra NS, 9003 system provide comprehensive radar warning, electronic jamming, and communications intelligence gathering capabilities. All sensor data feeds into the Face Combat Management System, which integrates information from every onboard and offboard source into a single unified tactical picture available simultaneously to all command positions throughout the vessel. Operating alongside the conventional warship fleet, the Israeli Navy maintains Shayet 13, widely regarded among defense analysts as one of the world's 3 or 4 most capable special operations maritime units alongside the American Navy SEALs and British Special Boat Service. Shayet 13 operators conduct underwater demolition, vessel boarding, coastal infiltration, and intelligence collection missions using a specialized inventory of equipment, including Mk-8 Mod 1 sealed delivery vehicles for submerged transport, protector unmanned surface vehicles for reconnaissance and force protection, and advanced closed-circuit diving equipment, enabling extended underwater operations at depths exceeding 60 meters. The unit operates from dedicated facilities at the Atlit Naval Base and maintains organic maritime assault craft, including specially configured Morena and Snunit, fast patrol boats optimized for insertion and extraction operations along hostile coastlines under full combat conditions. Since the discovery of the Tamar gas field in 2009 and the substantially larger Leviathan field in 2010, Israeli Navy has assumed permanent responsibility for protecting offshore energy infrastructure, representing an estimated combined value exceeding $450 billion in recoverable natural gas reserves located beneath eastern Mediterranean waters. The Tamar field sits approximately 90 kilometers west of Haifa at water depths, reaching 1,700 meters, while the Leviathan field lies 130 kilometers west of Haifa at depths approaching 1,800 meters, both locations well within range of Hezbollah anti-ship missiles and Iranian-supplied coastal defense systems. Protecting these installations requires continuous surface patrol presence, underwater surveillance using patrol craft equipped with dipping sonar, coordination with Israeli Air Force maritime patrol aircraft operating the Gulfstream G550 CAI Diabla platform, and integration with land-based radar networks monitoring all surface and aerial movement across the relevant maritime zones. Israeli naval modernization planning currently focuses on 3 primary development tracks that will define the fleet's capabilities through the 2030s and beyond. The SIR-7 program, currently in advanced development stages, is expected to produce corvettes displacing approximately 2,200 tons and incorporating directed energy weapons for defeating drone swarms at effectively zero cost per engagement, hypersonic missile defense capabilities, and deeper integration with Israel's National Intelligence Satellite Network for real-time over-the-horizon targeting. Submarine fleet expansion discussions center on acquiring 2 additional boats beyond the current 6-vessel Dolphin inventory, potentially including a next-generation design featuring lithium-ion battery propulsion, providing significantly greater underwater endurance than current air-independent propulsion systems. Additionally, the Navy is actively expanding its unmanned surface vessel program, with the Seagull multi-mission unmanned surface vehicle already conducting operational anti-submarine warfare patrols and mine countermeasure missions alongside manned vessels throughout Israeli territorial and exclusive economic zone waters. If this detailed technical breakdown of Israeli naval warships gave you genuinely new knowledge about one of the world's most capable and technologically sophisticated maritime forces, press the like button right now, because it directly helps this content reach more viewers who deserve access to this level of detailed military analysis. Subscribe and activate notifications so every future video covering global naval forces, advanced weapons systems, and defense technology finds you immediately upon release. Share this video with anyone seriously interested in military affairs and defense technology, and post your questions and observations in the comments section below. Your engagement directly determines what topics we cover next with the same level of tech tie, depth and factual precision you experienced throughout this video today.